You see, there are a lot of the people I've interacted with and those I've read on social media, their attention is on ministers who don't have to buy fuel. It's like, why? We have to pay. You don't have to pay. So perhaps the president should look at it, what we can do. It's a democracy because there's still a lot of goodwill. There's still a lot of goodwill, but let's not forget that people generally, the downtrodden generally have a lot of distrust for our politicians. So what more can we do? What more can we do? Because we are in private sector, we are buying the fuel by ourselves. But once you are in public sector, you come and then, everything is laid out for you. So we don't see the sacrifice. That's the thing. I mean, we don't see the sacrifice because if you became a minister today, master, by the time you are leaving, Charlie, you don't need to be corrupt. You don't need to be corrupt. They thank you. If you don't work for the rest of your life, you survive. So the plain truth is that we've seen that certain positions in public office pay a lot more than in the private sector. So the more you talk about taxes, and then like, you see, Honorable Dafia Mekwe is my colleague lawyer. Yes, majority, this chief whip, it's a big position, and it comes with something. So then the thing is that you say, Dafia Mekwe is my colleague at the bar. But he was in parliament. This is now he's far ahead in life than me. So you see that the key thing is about an equal distribution at the bottom. And you know, at least this week there's been good news. The special prosecutor says Mr. Ofori-Atta has asked for the file.
Yes.
Cecilia Dapa's docket. That's good. So that's what we're talking about. You know, we are also in court pressing because we sued Yoko and the Attorney General for this very matter that Yoko can do it. Because I know Godfrey Dami had written a false opinion saying that they can't do such money laundering without a predicate offense. Meanwhile, the law is very clear that you don't need predicate, meaning that if you see somebody with money, if you say money laundering, what crime did the person commit to get that plenty money before using it for the legitimate purpose? That's what we mean by the predicate offense. In simple terms, when somebody does, let's say, cocaine to set up a boutique or a factory, Godfrey Dami is saying that you should first be able to establish that it was cocaine or armed robbery or murder that the person did before getting the money to set up the factory. Now we don't need it. The main thing is that if we find it with a factory and we see that this factory, this car is beyond your means and you cannot justify, that's money laundering. We don't need to go and establish, did you get this factory, this car, this plenty money through murder, etc. Okay, yes, so that's it.
It's important you make that reference because let's hear the special prosecutor this week at that press conference on the Cecilia Dapa, specifically what you just referenced.
Yes.
Let's hear him.
Cecilia Dapa, when in May 2024, the then head of Yoko returned the docket back to the OSP. The OSP didn't comment, did it? We didn't express an opinion as to whether we agreed with its conclusion or otherwise, or as to whether we agreed with the Attorney General then. We had investigated the matter. We had hit a wall in terms of our mandate. We were seeing things that looked like in the province of Yoko's mandate. So we sent the docket to Yoko under referral, under provisions under our act, for them to go to court because we didn't think the docket was ready for prosecution. What we suggested is do your own investigation, commence your own investigation to see if you will see conclusions of what we think we are seeing. They returned it to us wholly and said we didn't have any basis upon which to commence investigation. Now, a year later, there's a new leadership. The new leadership has requested for the docket that they want to review and commence investigation. So we've given it back to Yoko under the new leadership, and we have promised them our full collaborative support and partnership in respect of their review and investigation. Shouldn't you be happy that someone wants to take action and not someone who just closes a file and says, I can't even open up to investigate?
Well, that's Kishie Jabeng there. So it says that the new leadership of Yoko under Ofori-Atta said they want the docket, they want to review it and commence investigation into the Cecilia Dapa matter. Refreshing, you say?
Yeah, absolutely. It's open and shut. When you look at the law, even the memo, we came and read the memo here some months ago, where they say we are moving away from the requirement of a predicate offense. First show me what crime the person committed to get the money. Who wants to do that? The UK changed their law since 2002. 2002, over 23 years ago. And then we have recently copied, and then somebody wants to take us back. So it was all part of the cover-up. Don't forget, when Cecily Adapa was involved in another contract that he didn't seek Attorney General's opinion, etc., the Attorney General covered it up. Covered him up, didn't sue, didn't reveal to the Ghanaian public. So it tells you that it was all a cover-up. Thank God we changed that. Oh, you can see that quite clearly. His defense team was in shambles. They didn't do a good job at all, right? So this very key to this discussion, the analysis, is the fact that, you see, when Ofori-Atta was given the extension to 2nd June, that was in February, right? That was reached sometime in February.
Yes.
So he had a lot of time. March, he had the whole of April, right? Part of March, a larger part of March, and the whole of April to, come back to the OSP. If he saw that he was going to need a further extension. Look at the thing. This is the thing. Yeah. At the time they gave him extension to 2nd June to meet OSP, he was billed to undergo the surgery on 20th and 21st March. Yeah. Very key. Let's look at that. So he was billed to go under the knife on 20th and 21st March. Those were the 2 days for the surgery. Now, before that date, even if we are using 21st March as a date, it became clear to him that the surgery will no longer come on. The key thing is that why didn't Ofori-Atta reach out to the special prosecutor? Why didn't he reach out to the special prosecutor at least from 21st March? That, Mr. Jabi, we agreed I would see you on the 2nd of June, right? Because I was going to do surgery on 20th and 21st March. But now, today is 21st March. The surgery has not taken place. There are going to be other moves here and there. So what can we do in terms of maybe rescheduling? Can we move forward my meeting with you? Anything. Anything. Once the surgery didn't come on, it's such a material fact, very, very weighty, that his defense needed to reach out to the OSP and discuss the way forward. Because let's remember, meeting adjourned to 2nd June because we are going to do surgery 20th, 21st March. 20th, 21st March, you don't do a surgery. You don't reach out to OSP. So if you check 21st June to 21st April, 1 month, 21st May, 2 months, then his lawyers write on the 28th of May. Yeah. I mean, come on. That's where he lost it. That's where he lost it. It's as if he and his lawyers, they don't even appreciate the quagmire in which Ofori-Atta finds himself. I mean, we all lived here. Ghanaians are unhappy that Akufo-Addo has made his brother Ofori-Atta the finance minister. We borrow, then they make money. We borrow, then they make money through data banks. So their families become very rich from the loans that today are killing us, right? So if you have lawyers who don't put all of this in context, then you are in serious trouble. Because it's very, very, very important that you should know that people want Ofori-Atta to be held accountable. Because they've made too much money.